American kindness is an interesting name for a tour.
My experience of American people is you have a national trait, which is kindness, across all the races and all the types of people that are in the country.
That's interesting to hear you say that, because I think that a lot of us sort of like lefty urban folks in the States, we think of Europe as being a bit more sort of accepting. And
yeah, Ireland is a very different kettle of fish. Like, Ireland is a country that is still really back in the 20th century in many, many ways. The thing is hard to understand, is there's no sense of rock and roll. That it's very hard to be a rock and roller in a country like Ireland. In a country like this, it's okay to be a rock and roller.
Was it last night where you wrote, can I claim artistic asylum?
Claim me, I want it, I do, I really do, I really do. At least artistic asylum, if not physical. I'd love physical asylum. The things that I, as an artist, get the crap kicked out of me for in Ireland are the exact same things that I get encouraged for in the States or in the UK. Ireland's a horrible place, a horrible place. I don't know why anyone has romantic ideas about it. You all have incredible freedoms here that you probably take for granted. For example, like, a man cannot walk down the street in Ireland dressed as a woman. He will have the kicked out of him. In the music business, we all say crazy is a term of affection. So the more nuts we say someone is, the more we want to meet them.
As does Miley. I think she sort of embraces that whole idea too. She's sort of about just being herself.
I don't know anything about that. All I know is that set of tweets that were sent was very disrespectful
True.
of suicidal people and/or people with mental illnesses, whether perceived correctly or incorrectly to have mental illness. It's very dangerous. People use mental illness as something with which to beat people up. They don't use it as something with which to be nice. So I do get funny when I know that I'm getting that chucked at me in some of an abusive way.
Sure.
I think myself and Miley are to kind of be, I think we should be proud of ourselves. What we've done is exactly what artists do. We're catalysts. And I think what the two of us have done is actually very, very useful. Neither is meant to do it. But what we've both done is brought into the public arena this very important discussion that has to be had about particularly media and mental health and human rights.
In several areas of music right now, there's all of a sudden young women, young performers are using the term feminist.
Well, look, the kind of person I am, I can't stand isms or ists of any kind. I'm not a feminist. I don't consider myself a feminist at all. If anything, I wish there was a manist movement, which is wrong. But look, I'm sorry, but there's nothing feminist about taking off all your clothes. And, grand, if you want to take off your clothes, that's great, do it. But don't say it's feminist, because it's not.
Well, thank you so much for this, and I'm so happy that you are back and present and active and out there.
Thank you.
I think this country probably embraces you as much as you do it. So.
Oh, I love it so bad here. I hope I get to live here when my kids are grown up. In the meantime, please, can I have artistic asylum so you can get Obama to write to Ireland and tell them to go. Leave me alone.